I think everyone in their life has had a manager that they cannot stand, one that sits in their office all day and does absolutely nothing. And the worst part is when you go to talk to them about it, they wave you away and tell you, go back to work. Well, so have I. Hi, my name is Zach Buchanan, and today I'll be talking to you about some of the good and not so good communication I've experienced while in the workplace. I will start by talking to you all about some of the theories I have used to help develop my own leadership skills and how I overcame working with a bad communicator. Being in somewhat of a managerial role myself, I'm always looking for ways to better my leadership skills. So I've been able to take many of the theories and concepts I've learned and apply them to my everyday work life. First concept I'll be talking to you about is the concept of a transformational leader. This comes from Bowman and Deal, and this is someone who articulates a vision or a goal to an organization to make it a reality. I've started to shift my leadership style into a transformational leader because I think that all employees have the same goal, then the company will run a lot more smoothly. So every morning, I have a huddle before I open the door with all the teammates. In this huddle, I go over the goals for the day and remind the teammates of the common purpose that we all share, which is ultimately the customer. This way, everyone is on the same page for the day. The second concept I've started to use has been reward power. I always believe that rewarding people at work is one of the most important things you can do. Um, at my work, we give out little $10 gift cards to people who are doing a good job. And over the past few months, we have stopped doing this. Over the past few weeks, myself personally, I've started to give more and more out just because I have been seeing a lot good work at my work, and I feel like that needs to be rewarded. Um, One of the benefits of me doing that is employees are showing a lot more gratitude towards myself and other managers, and we're seeing a lot better performance out of a lot of the employees. The last concept I'll be talking about, and I have been using my to develop my leadership skills, has been shifting my management style into more of a three why manager. A three why is a management style that kind of states that employees are self-driven and self-motivated by the work that they are doing. There have been a few of my fellow managers who are very micromanagey and are worried about all the employees are doing 24/7 every minute of the day. And by worrying less about what employees are doing every single second of every single day, I've been able to improve my own work and my own attitude while at work. Next, I want to talk to you all about the manager I had a hard time working with and hard time communications, and how I kind of overcame the miscommunications that we had. There were multiple reasons that I had a hard time communicating with them, but the big one was that they did an annual feedback trap once a year. This was basically the once a year performance review. It was the only kind of any info you would get if you're doing a good or bad job. The bad thing about it was they weren't telling you the good things they were doing, just the bad things and how you can improve that. Another reason I didn't along with them is because they were a 3X manager. They were very micromanagey. They would sit in their office, come out maybe every half hour, every hour or so, and just make sure people were still working and doing what they needed to do. Um, that's not a way to, I guess, manage good people. And I tried a few communication methods to try and communicate more effectively to them, but the one that stuck the most and the one that a bunch of other people agreed helped the most was the use of the goal setting theory. This theory is basically one that helps a leader communicate better within the team by creating goals with them to make sure they are hitting those goals, and kind of creating something that everyone can work towards too. Um, it's helped myself and others be able to share thoughts effectively with my manager, which ultimately lead to change within our workplace. As I finish up today, I want to reiterate that no matter how hard someone is to work with or communicate with, there's always something that can be done to improve the line of communication. Whether that is goal setting or being a transformational leader, there's always something you can do. Thank you.